Yo, One Piece chapter 1144, titled A Time for Warriors. This week honestly has gone by so fast that I didn't even know the next chapter was coming out already. It's Friday, we're here, let's get right into it. Onichild Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 29, Liberating the Girls, and Minamoto the Carpenter. Oh, so that's who's who had imprisoned. Was Minamoto. Is that the one? Is he the one who made this little temple with all the decor for him? You know, just slaving away from for who's who. And obviously the girls from the Pleasure District, probably is Sanji's girl here, or did we see her before in the cover story? I don't remember, but I feel like we might have. Anyway, Yamato looking massive. Thomas here, obviously, but let's move on to the chapter because I feel like we got some Loki stuff to deal with. A time for warriors. Ooh, Oda note: the real-life Zoro Makenyu Arata has been dropping by the studio recently to play the One Piece card game. He really enjoys it. Makenyu, not Makenyu, dropping by to play One Piece TCG with Oda. That's awesome. Whew, let me get into reading mode. All right. The Adam Tree tour continues. We're back with Frankie and Ridley. I keep forgetting her name. What the hell is that? Well, what do you think it is? This has always been here. It's giving me scientific vibes. Ha! I figured you of all people would appreciate it, being a cyborg and all. Why would there be a facility like this in a country of warriors? Oh, okay. I got some weird plants growing, like some vines growing all over, basically a little punk hazard. So it's old, it's overgrown, but it's got vents, it's got windows, weird different compartments. Oh, well, Lilith and Bonnie are here. Hey, Frankie, you're here. I was just thinking I'd like to show you this place. It's awesome here, Frankie. Lilith? Bonnie? What are you two doing here? We got lost. Thanks for finding us. Oh, they're both like, well, we got lost. Thanks for finding us. Guess even geniuses get lost. It's good we found you. There was a horn blast earlier, so the woods might not be safe right now. In any case, this facility really is stunning. I estimate that it's been here for at least 3,000 years. What? How did you calculate that? There's no way it's that old. We can't really refute that claim. Honestly, even we locals aren't sure about the origin of this building. A 3,000-year-old laboratory on Elbaf. Interesting. I wonder if anyone lives here in the moment, you know? Now that's something worth researching. I think I'll make myself at home here. You'll get lost again. Well, I'm going to check it out for myself. Kia! What's wrong, Bunny? Oh, one of the big creatures. The thundercloud. Look out! There's something behind you. What I find most scary, thunder. Oh, I like that. I like that little Oda box for like the kids' drawings with the title of the drawing. What I find most scary, and then they fill in thunder. He reminds me. What does he remind me of? He reminds me of an old fake Pokemon I drew when I was a kid. I don't have it on me right now. But he had like lightning arms too. It's funny. He looks cute. So it's funny that the kid's drawing reminds me of my own childhood drawing. Ironic. Oh man, this is unreal. Elbaf's just full of crazy stuff, huh? No, that's not familiar. What kind of creature is that? Frankie's like, this shit crazy. I just want to look up, just because it's pissing me off. Ripley? Ripley. Not Ridley. Ripley. Western Village. What I find most scary. Draugr. Which, to me, Draugr, I know from Skyrim, Little fucking, like, zombie boys down in the dungeons. Sober up and grab your weapons! That firefall was wrecked! It's not just a regular zombie, it's a Draugr! What could have brought the children's imagination to life like this? Where are the chiefs? We're waiting on their orders. They drank too much. They're still holed in the privy. You're kidding! Yo, this couldn't be more surreal. A giant me. True. Literally. When we saw it last chapter, like wrecking the fire truck, it literally looked kind of like how Oda draws Brooke. You visitors should fall back to the edge of the village. Should I carry you all there? Hey, you don't need to keep us at arm's length. We want to help fight. You said that last bit a little too quiet. Usopp's like, we'll help fight. Jinbei, you said that last bit a little too quietly. Either way, there's definitely something strange happening on this island. That's enough, Colon. Oh. That's enough, Colon. Nami's thinking. What's Nami thinking about right now? Nami's got ... She's scheming. Why not? I'm a warrior too. I can fight. I just told you no. I'm Gaben's son. And that doesn't make you Gaban. A battlefield's no place for a kid like you. Kia. So just, little man wants to fight too. Hey, you ain't Scopper, bruh. I'm sorry, you ain't your daddy. You'll grow up to be. Maybe a better man. But not right now. Jarl! Huh? What's wrong, Missy? I'm sorry, there's something I didn't tell you before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're gonna find out all the news, all the mess. That Loki's being... Because Nami's thinking, like, is this because we let Loki loose, right? He's gonna tell him about letting Loki loose, maybe about a Shanks imposter, maybe... But who knows? I think that's what that Nami knows, that she could say. You're saying one of these intruders looked just like a red hair? Yeah, and both of them were seriously strong. Oh no, these were the giants. Well, that's good. So that is one of the things that she's telling him. Yeah, and both of them were seriously strong. One of them had a really weird ability. In this world, strange powers usually come from devil fruits. If it's an unknown element, odds are it's a devil fruit user. Spread the word that there are two humans that there are two humans other than the Strawhats on Elbaf. Well, now there's actually three, if you consider Kiringham a human. Report back as soon as you find them. Got it, right away. Yo, are you sure it's only two intruders? All this chaos suggests there could be more. Brooke, what is your origin, man? This man's too tactical with his thinking. Right. Get the word out now. I don't know who's behind this or where they're hiding, but anyone who kidnaps children in broad daylight is nothing but scum. If they're taking hostages, they must have something else. They must have something else planned for Elbaf. I've never heard of a kidnapping like this before. I won't let them get away with it. We'll lend you a hand. We'll just need a human-sized ship to... Don't be ridiculous, you're our guests. You should go hide somewhere safe. Hey, just wait a second. Where are Dory and Broggy? Still stuck in the privy. They seriously need to lay off the booze. So they're like sobering up in a little hut, I guess. If the culprits are human-sized, we'd be better suited to dealing with them. With this. That's right. The giants can take care of the big things. We should focus on the intruders. Yo, agreed. But Elbaf is too big for us to search on foot. Oh, we got a little man. We teaming up with a little boy. What's his name again? I'm forgetting this whole family's name, dude. Colin. Whatever. Eve. Oh. Huh? You want to come with me? I thought you were going to tell me to stop. All right, then. But I get to be the captain. So cute. Little Luffy over here. Let's go, Colon Pirates. Set sail. Hey, you're big enough to row. Onwards. All right, so Nami had a little plan. Little man's going off. They need something to travel. Elbaf, and we're teaming up with the kid, Slay. But we're going after Gunko, Summers, Kirium instead of the big monsters, which is fair. That's a good split. I like that. And obviously we got the monster trio dealing with Loki, with Harun. Oh, we got Gunko listening to some beats, TD beats. All warriors in the Sun Realm, please be advised. There was a confirmed sighting of humans other than the Strawhats earlier in Oust Castle. Consider them hostile and dangerous. So she's like she's just chilling, listening to music. Yee ha ha ha! It's Gunko's post-meal ritual. It's not a ritual. I just like it. That's a TD, right? We should have a singing contest. You're out if you mess up. Bam! It's nice having a hobby. It's nice having a hobby. What's your favorite song? New World? Oh, is that Una's? Am I completely butchering that? I know who I'm talking about. Uta's. I haven't thought about Uta in a long time. Is that oh no, New World. That's Brooke's song, dude. Isn't that Brooke's song? That's hilarious. It's nice having a hobby. What's your favorite song? New World? Yeah. You got a problem with the current one? I said New World, you got a problem with the current one. You shouldn't mock the interests of others, Summers. My bad. Anyway, looky over there. That grown-up is going out. That grown-up's going all the way out to try and save the kids. I got Saul. Now there ain't no way they can stab me. They ain't going anywhere. Dude, I cannot I'm so sorry. There ain't no way they can stab me. They ain't going nowhere. You got this, Saul. The kids are just following this cloth, right? But it's heading straight for the flames. They'll die if I don't stop them. All right. They're stop. What the? Sorry. Nilva, Scotty, Olaf. You okay back there? What now? If I stop one, they'll start pricking each other. That's disgusting. Who could do such a thing? Saul, it must be the work of a fruit ability. They have to be close by. The kids would reach the fire before we found them. We can't let that happen. I mean, they are like seeing distance of the kids, right? Like I don't know if they're necessarily close, but they see. If we can't stop the ones in the front, then we'll start with Bjorn in the back. Yeah, he's out of the line. If I stop the rest one by one, huh? What I find most scary, Fenrir, the wolf. No way. We're actually controlling these monsters too? Who's behind this? Yeah. Alright, so let me just... Saul's trying different tactics to stop the thorn fruit. If he stops it physically, if he actually puts defenses up, which it seems like the defenses are working for him, the briar fruit doesn't like go around and attack him. Okay, so you can actually like... You can't touch it with your hands, but you can... If you have some safety on, you could touch it. But because they're walking in a path, a direct path that Gunko has presented, they'll actually run into each other, and because they're physically touching, they get hurt. Okay. So, it's a smart idea. Go from the back, pull them. So instead of them pushing into each other, pull. Now, how does the path thing work? Like, can they be taken out of the path? Even if they are, the briar still on them. You know, like we don't really know how these work yet, so. But it's smart. I like Saul's thinking though. And then Fenrir shows up. Principal, it's not just the West Village. Other villages are reporting monster sightings too. They're appearing all over Elbaf. It must be some kind of ability. We need to find them fast. So it's this whole thing of like, these aren't just wild monsters. This is an ability. We have humans here that aren't the Strawhats. Something's going on. So everyone's kind of privy to there being an enemy in the midst, right? Western village outskirts, the Draugr. Finally! I didn't think Draugrs were real. Who knew taking one down would be this much trouble? Carry the injured back to the village. What? A Nidhogger. What I find most scary, a Nidhogger and a ghost. It's no use. They just keep coming. We won't be able to protect the village. Everyone, take cover. So now we got this giant dragon. I want to actually look up what a Nidhogger is. A Nidhogger is a worm dragon in Norse mythology. Okay. I see. A worm. Doesn't necessarily have hands. He's just like a snake with wings. Alright. We won't be able to protect the village. Everyone, take cover. I already saw it. I already saw Dorian Broggy winding up, dude. Ready, Dory? Absolutely, Broggy. Hakoku sovereignty! Right through the ghost, right through the Nidhogger. They're on their giant pirate's ship. Yeah! Yes, did the chiefs do that? No, it's the giant warrior pirates. Sorry we're late. We had to barf up all that booze. What a waste. Leave the beasts to us. You guys take care of the kids. This is the smaller mode of our mighty ship, the Great Eric. You monsters are in for it now. We'll get you for making us waste our booze. Oh, and we got Scopper with them. Mountain Eater Yasan? That ship's basically invincible now. Wait, where was he? Is he on the ship though? Because he's talking about that ship. I don't know if he's like down. I don't see why you'd be with them though. I don't know. Or no, someone else is saying that. I see what they're saying. I see. So they're saying like, Dorian Brogger on that ship? And then Scopper says, we'll get you for making us waste our booze. Mountain Eater Yasan? That ship's basically invincible now. The Pirate King's left hand arrives. Chapter 1044 at 1000. Whoa, is not. TCB, get your shit together. It is chapter 1144. We're not skipping 300 chapters just yet. Color spread to celebrate the anime's return in the next issue. No break. Next week. This was a quick one. I don't know if there's really much to talk about. It's really just set up to put everyone where they're going to be with the fights. So let's just recap for ourselves. Starting from here, we had the pirates fighting all the giant monsters, all of Kiringham's manifested nightmares. The things, what are they called again? What I find most scary, right? Which I think was the chapter title a few chapters ago. And they were fighting them. They were injured. They were having trouble with the Draugr and stuff, but they could take them down. But now there's more coming, and they're like, fuck, I don't know if we can do this. They are massive. But of course, we got the captains not even the giant pirates, Dory and Broggy coming in with Scopper to clear out basically the big boys in this area at least. I don't know what other monsters are coming. Like I'm imagining these are done for. This ghost and this dragon and whatever that thing is. I don't know. That's not the Draugr. I don't know what that is. The Drauggr's down. We got a Fenrir with Saul. So probably I could see Chopper, Robin, Saul taking that down. The kids are still going to be going into the fire though, so we might have someone trying like. I mean, because it's physical touch, it's not really like can Robin. Robin can't really stop the kids with her power because she gets injured if something like injures her hand, right? Her sprouted hand. So she can't really physically restrain them. They are also giants. So I'm imagining Saul's trying to do something with the kids while Robin and Chopper take down Fenrir. I don't know if that's really possible, but we could try that. We find out Gunko has a hobby of listening to music, specifically New World, which I'm pretty sure is Brooke's song. New World, yeah. There's a song written and sung by Brooke. So she's a Soul King fan, clearly, which is great. I don't know what TD means, though. What does TD mean? That's a TD, right? We should have a singing contest. Like telekinetic device or something, I don't know. So she has a post-meal ritual where she listens to music. People were saying last chapter, how is she even eating? She's not really moving her bandages, right? Can she path the food into her stomach? Then we got Nami with Usopp, Brooke, Jinbei going with Colin. I'm just going to say Colin because Colin's so stupid. Colin. And they're going off to do what? They're going off to search for Summers and stuff. So that's actually crazy. We got two of the weakling trio, and then Jinbei and Brooke can hold their own. They're not monster trio, but they can hold their own. So we got these four possibly meeting up with the Gunko, Summers, and Kiringham. Now Kiringham's already doing his thing, so I don't know how much more he is really gonna do. But like a Nami versus Gunko, the fight, is that what we're setting up here, Oda? That's a little crazy. Sadly, no Loki this week, no monster trio. I was really hoping for that because the last chapter ended with a nice little cliffhanger there of Loki saying, maybe I didn't kill King Harold, which we all assume he didn't. But it's nice to hear that. And then the Jarl is of course also telling the other giants to search for the humans. They're also bringing the kid along. I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like Summers is going to do something to Colin, and then Nami's going to get really pissed that he's hurting kids. I don't know who I would match up with them, though. I don't know. Brooke. I don't know. Out of these four, I don't really see great matchups. I could see Usopp versus Kiringham. I think that'd be a fun one. Like the crazy shit in Usopp's head that he manifests, the lies become real. That could be something. Can he while Kiringham is reaching into his mind, can he switch what he's thinking? Or can he do kind of like a red herring, like he's like, I'm thinking of an evil Luffy, but that evil Luffy has motives to kill Summers, and he's like, oh, I'm pulling out an evil version of your captor to go against you, but really, I feel like the imagination portion could be an Usopp fight. The usual, like, female fight could be Nami versus Gunko. Could be Nami teaming up with Brooke against Gunko. Something like that. And then maybe Jinbei versus Summers or Brooke versus Summers. I mean, Brooke, I guess he has, like, Hellfire and Thorn, so there's, like, maybe a weakness to fire. I can see that, but not really a weakness to water, though. So, yeah, that's some brainstorming there for matchups if those happen. Then we got this. The first thing we saw was the Thunder coming after Frankie, Ripley, Bonnie and Lilith. I feel like they're going to be fine with that. And obviously we'll find out what this laboratory is. I've literally no thoughts. It's just an old laboratory, 3,000 years old. We know that Elbaf has connections with the ancient civilization. You know, giants were included in the war. So whatever this ancient technology is, it's been here for a long time. But that's the chapter. That's the chapter. Um, Seems the anime is going to be returning soon. I think it's April 5th. Which one is that? April 5th is literally next week. So I didn't end up watching a lot of the Fishman Island remaster. Honestly, didn't really care. I apologize if you were looking forward to me reacting to that, but I realized even if I was watching, I'm basically just watching Fishman Island because I'm in the moment. I'm not going to realize the real differences in animation. There might be specific clips that might have a big change. I did see the Conquerors hockey moment with Luffy and the what is it like the 100,000 fishmen, or 500,000 or whatever the number was, less or more. But so that was different. You know, they used like the red instead of the in the sounds and the new ones instead of the old like whoa, 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 which I liked. So yeah, I just didn't feel a reason to not even just record, but even watch that. So we're excited for the anime to continue. I haven't watched any trailers for it because I feel like there's really no point. Let me just get into the episodes, you know. Let me see what the beautiful animation is in the moment. But other than that, we'll be back next week for a chapter reaction. I just did a No Man's Sky update reaction. I'm about to do something else today. So, more content coming out soon. See you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.